Hello, it's me again. I just wanted to make a short video for your adults, whether it be mom, dad, mama, papa, aunt, uncle, whoever. If you are reading or writing with your child, I just wanted to give you a few pointers and tips to help yourself and your child and hopefully make it's actually a little bit easier than what you might think. So I am reading recovery. I work mostly with first graders. I'm Miss Leah. If you don't know me, me and Miss Kayla work very closely together most of the time, especially even at a distance, how we are right now. But we taught, and I was a first grade teacher for a few years before moving into reading recovery. So I work closely with your aged children. And when I moved into reading recovery and got trained, I learned a lot of very simple things that I didn't even realize when I was teaching first grade. So I just wanted to share some of that with you since I know that we're changing again and some of your kids will be actually coming to school next week, but some may stay virtual. But regardless, hopefully, still you will be reading with your child and writing. So, in order to help just give you some of insights, what I've been trained and taught as a reading recovery teacher is to try to step back just a little bit and let them have that moment of thought. And it's really hard for teachers, parents. I'm a parent also, and it's really hard to know that they're doing wrong and not say anything about it. But that gives them wait time. And even with my own kids, I've trained with them and used them as guinea pigs, and it really is impressive sometimes what they know. And I was always kind of quick to jump and be like, no, 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 you, that's wrong, or try that again. And they would, very pretty, they would get it. They would correct themselves if you allow them to just have that moment or two to think about it. A big thing in reading, which is really hard, I'm thinking it took me a while to practice it. When you're reading, when your child is reading something and they make a mistake on a word, maybe it looks like that word, but it's not. And of course, if you're watching, that's wrong. But just let them go. Usually on their pages right now, here it is. If they say something incorrectly, it's not going to take them long to get to, well, let me use the story that they're on right now. It's not going to take them long to get to the end of that line. Okay, so for example, I'm on this one. So mom and pop have a big blue ox. Let's just say have is a tricky word, and mom and pop have a big blue ox. Let them say it that way because have makes sense according to how they've been taught. English is really hard. I'm sure we all know this by now. But anyway, have is a word that has mommy E. It's got that E at the end that should be reaching over and telling the A to say its name. So, have. It makes sense. But it doesn't make sense when you listen to it. So, but this is a perfect opportunity for them to let their ears practice. So I think that I kind of make it simple. Your eyes have to be looking and your ears have to be listening to be a good reader. So mom and pop have a big blue ox. My eyes saw that. That's what I was told. Mommy E reaches over and does that. But now my ears also need to listen. Have is not a word and it doesn't make sense. So if you as a parent are right on top of them and as soon as they make that mistake, you kind of stop them and no, something tricked you. They're not going to let their ears have the opportunity to self-monitor. It's called self-monitor. We want to be fancy. They need to be able to have that moment where they have to check themselves. And so they know that have is not a word. Let them try to figure it out, because does that make sense? I don't know. So that's a big thing that took me a long time to really try to just hush and let them make the mistakes. And if they get all the way to the end and even then they start to turn to the next page and they didn't even notice that it didn't make sense, I would just kind of be like, okay, well, hang on, something tricked you on this page. Don't even specifically say what it was yet. And if they have no idea what you're talking about, maybe you could repeat it. Mom and Dad have a big blue ox, and then let them maybe hear it better, and let them check for themselves. That's a big thing. When they're writing, make sure that their pencil grip is nice and controlled. A lot of kids, I know I hold my pencil funny. I think at most that's the most common. I'm like killing my pencil usually, but don't let them hold it way up here. I tell them they're not painting a picture. They need to really have control of their pen or marker or pencil or whatever it is they're using, and really control that. And you don't, I've just got done saying to kind of step back and let them make their own mistakes, but handwriting is maybe an exception to that. If you notice that their letter formations of a certain letter is way weird. An E is a big one. Sometimes they make an E. It looks right when it's finished, but the way that they had to make it was really not correct. Stop them and try to show them the correct way, because that's a major bad habit. That's a major hard thing to try to break them once they've been doing it for so long. If anyone, I know that a lot of you are overwhelmed at the moment anyway. You don't need anybody else trying to tell you what to do, or any kind of more direction of anything. But if you're having trouble with reading or writing, or have any kind of questions, or you notice that your child is doing something over and over again and you just don't know why they're having this weird little thing that they're doing, holler at me, please. I am here. I want to help. And all you have to do is message. I'm on this Google with Miss Kayla here. And so I see the messages on there, Facebook, email, however. You can even call the school. And if I'm not there, you can leave a message and I will get back to you. We're all here to help in any way that we can. And so just keep on keeping on and stay positive. And you guys, we are all doing our best and we appreciate you guys very, very much. So thank you. I'll see you next time.